Hey seed hunters, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you 25 new Minecraft seeds that come with the most incredible villages. We've got villages with the best views, insane multi-village spawns, and this village with a super rare underground feature. Let's check them out. This seed has a village on the side of a mountain with some really nice views of the surrounding forests. But you won't believe what you can find underneath it. Dig straight down and you'll drop into an end room with a portal that has been completed with only 4 ender eyes. You'll have the trial chamber to thank for that one. Up next is one of my favourite seeds on the list because it gives you loads of villages in a beautiful location right at spawn. You'll start your adventure next to a large lake, and as you make your way around it, you'll come across not 1, but 4 villages, each with an equally amazing view of the lake. This seed spawns you right next to a village in the middle of a bunch of different forests, with a frozen peak mountain range almost completely surrounding it too. With birch, spruce and even pale oak, you'll have a super peaceful village with access to loads of different resources right from the start. This seed spawns you on a small village island in the middle of the ocean, perfect for those of you looking to get off to a laid-back start to your adventure. I just love the combo of campfires and ocean views, and it doesn't matter which version you play on, because this seed is almost identical on both Bedrock and Java Edition. Up next is a really cool seed for a village connection project. This one spawns you next to a river and 4 villages super close together, with 2 villages on one side of the river and 2 on the other. It'd be so easy to bridge across the river and connect all 4 of these villages. It looks like 2 of them are already joined together too. This seed has a crazy village where most of the houses have been destroyed by 3 other structures. Thanks to this woodland mansion, there are only 2 surviving houses, and a lot of villagers actually spawn inside the mansion. There's a pillager outpost here too, and a shipwreck attached to the side of the mansion. This seed spawns you in a snow village on the coast of a frozen ocean, and inside of the village you can find an igloo that might be the most conveniently generated igloo ever discovered. Head on down into the basement, break a few blocks and you'll find the end room. If you want the easiest to find end portal ever, this village might be for you. Up next is a village that might have the best view of any village ever discovered. From this simple plains village you've got such a stunning view of the ocean and mountainous landscape in the background. There's plenty of space for building in the plains too, so if you just want to relax, trade and build, this one's for you. This seed spawns you close to a village with a crazy cluster of structures. You've got a pillager outpost, a giant ruined portal, a basement igloo, and even a full intact shipwreck. So if you and the iron golem can deal with the pillagers, this would be a really cool village to have at the start of your adventure. If you ever wanted to challenge yourself to bring an abandoned zombie village back to life, then this is the perfect seed to do that in, because you spawn right in the middle of 4 abandoned villages. Villages only have a 2% chance to spawn as a zombie village in Java Edition, so having 4 of them right at spawn, that's super rare. Up next is a really nice cherry village with some cool underground secrets. Under this village you can find not 1 but 2 end portal rooms. You can even jump from one room into the other. And there's even a trial chamber down here too. But what I like most is the small hill next to the village with 1 singular cherry tree. Could be a great place to build. This seed spawns you next to an unbelievable village oasis in the middle of the Badlands. These villagers have taken over the only patch of life in this entire world, because surrounding this village is just barren wasteland as far as the eye can see. Could be a new seed for pretending you're colonizing a new planet. Up next is another Badlands village, except this time it looks like the villagers are trying to move into one of the eroded spires. Maybe you could help them hollow this out and turn it into a base. Just make sure you get here quick, because there's an iron golem that could really do with your help. This Minecraft seed has a village that looks over a beautiful lake surrounded by forests and meadow hills. It's hard to imagine a more beautiful location than this, and thankfully, there's a village watching over this lake on both Bedrock and Java Edition, so everyone gets to enjoy it. This seed spawns you on a meadow hill surrounded by a river, cherry groves, open plains, and 4 villages right at spawn. If you're looking for a chill and peaceful start to your new world with eye-pleasing terrain and as many villagers to trade with as possible, this is the seed for you. What would you do with so many villagers at spawn? Up next is a seed that spawns you right between an ice spikes biome and a cherry grove biome, giving you a nice, colourful start to your adventure. Just take a few steps down the hill toward the ocean and you'll find a perfect village for turning into a seaside fishing town. And if you take a jump off the pier, you'll find an ocean monument here too. This seed spawns you in another oasis village, for Bedrock Edition this time. Completely surrounded by badlands and desert, you'll spawn in a small plain circle that has a village, a tiny lake in the middle, and even a small patch of jungle. It's the perfect spawn for a survival challenge where you can't leave the circle. At least you'll have company. This seed spawns you in a sunflower field with an isolated village that is entirely surrounded by steep cherry grove hills. If you're looking for a chill start with a village protected from intruders, this one is perfect. You'll be able to relax and trade without any interruptions from the outside world. I don't know how these seeds keep getting better, but they do. This one has a giant and spacious meadow crater surrounded by stunning jagged peaks all the way around. Inside the crater, you've got 2 villages and even a woodland mansion inside of a pale garden. Combine those structures with plenty of space for building and loads of caves to explore, and you've got a downright incredible Minecraft seed. I think I might need to start a world on this one myself. This seed has a village near spawn that is surrounded by 4 woodland mansions. There's one over there on a dark oak hill, there's another one over there in the pale garden, one over here in a small lake, and there's even a mansion over here in a ravine buried underneath a mountain. This spawn is insane. Up next is a seed with a tall village island just off the coast from spawn. It also comes with a tall pillager outpost. Maybe you could build a spiral staircase inside of the outpost to help you get from the villages at the bottom to the villages at the top. There's also a cool cave to build a base in too. This seed spawns you in a top secret village that's hidden deep down in a dripstone cave. If you want to keep all of your trades under wraps, this could be the village spawn for you. This could be a really fun start to a caves only survival playthrough, or you could head to the surface where you can find even more parts of the village too. This seed spawns you on a cherry tree mountain island, and there's a jungle mountain island close by too, so you've got 2 mountain islands for the price of 1. The cherry island has a village on both Bedrock and Java edition. The only difference is that the Bedrock village has a stronghold underneath it too. Up next is a seed that spawns you right next to a beautiful mountainside lake that's surrounded by meadow and mixed forest. In the middle of the lake, you can find both a village and a woodland mansion. There's plenty of space for building around the lake too, so I think this would make for an epic survival spawn. And finally, we've got a village seed that you'll definitely want to try because it's got 4 villages all inside of a breathtaking meadow mountain crater. The meadow in between the 4 villages is super flat and spacious, so maybe you could connect all of the villages and then build a nice town center in the middle of the meadow. That is all the seeds for this video. As usual, you can find all the seeds in the video description. Let me know which seed was your favorite in the comments, and if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you'd like to check out even more amazing village seeds, click on one of the videos on screen now.